Today, we're going to talk about the wonderful world of collocations. But these collocations are words that are used by native speakers on a daily basis and therefore will help you to sound more natural. But first, what are collocations? Very simply, they're words that go together very naturally and they fit together into what is considered an advanced vocabulary. Collocations are words that fit more naturally than others. Here's the first example. To make an effort. Very simply, it just means to try your best to do something. I always make an effort to brush my teeth in the morning to avoid having smelly breath. I love this one because it's something that you can use in many aspects of daily life. I always make an effort to do my hair. I always make an effort to do my makeup and look more beautiful. I always make an effort to do my IELTS homework. Let's think about how we might use this in IELTS Speaking Part 1. Oh, Charles, please tell me about your daily routine. Well, I always wake up at 9 a.m. and then I really make an effort to eat a healthy and nutritious breakfast. After that, I usually go to the gym, but sometimes I prefer to have a lie-in. Can you see? It's a lovely, lovely collocation. Tell me in the comments, what do you make an effort to do on a daily basis? Next, the collocation is to take responsibility for something. Now, this one is a little bit more serious. Let's imagine that you have a young child who is misbehaving and causing trouble. When a parent is telling them off, they might say, "Oh, you should take responsibility for your actions and apologize. Say sorry for what you have done wrong." Now, it can be in a negative context like that, or it can be positive. I decided to take responsibility for myself and try my best at work, at school, to feel proud about changing a bad behavior and to improve yourself ultimately. In IELTS, they might ask you a question about your family. Do you have any brothers or sisters? You might say, well, yes, I have 2 stunning brothers and 1 naughty sister who I always like to take responsibility for, to make sure I encourage her to try her best. It's a nice one and it's quite simple, but again, very widely used by natives. The next one is one of my favorites. To say that you highly recommend something. This is beautiful English, okay? And this is to, well, recommend or suggest something that you really enjoyed to somebody else. Oh, I highly recommend that you study IELTS at IELTS with Charles. It's a really nice way to show how much you respect and loved an experience and therefore want to share it with other people. Perhaps in IELTS, they might say a question in part 3. Do people in your country prefer to live in apartments or houses? You might say, well, the majority of people prefer to stay in houses because it's a good long-term investment, the prices increase and you have more space. But I would highly recommend young people stay in apartments because of the more affordable price. So it's a great collocation you can use in daily life and also in your IELTS speaking. I would love to know something that you would highly recommend. I would highly recommend that you do your IELTS homework. The next collocation you might use is to raise awareness about something. Now, to raise awareness means to share your knowledge about something, often something that is negative. So you might want to raise an awareness about an issue. This is particularly useful in questions related to the environment and pollution. Perhaps they might ask you a question about, what is the biggest pollutant in your hometown? You might say, well, a lot of people think that it's traffic from motorbikes which release exhaust fumes. But I want to raise awareness about the problems of flooding, which is becoming increasingly vital and is significant in my hometown. So to raise awareness about an issue means to talk to people, to share your knowledge about this. Perhaps as well, if we talk about the topics of charities. A lot of people like to donate money to children's charities, but I want to raise awareness about animal charities, for example, to share that knowledge and information about those charities. Really nice one. The next collocation is one that might instill fear into everybody's hearts, especially when it's spoken by a parent, a teacher, or your boss at work. Oh, excuse me. Can I have a quick word, please? Ooh. Now, for me, as a native, this immediately, if my boss asks me for a quick word, I might get a shiver down my spine as I feel scared that he wants to tell me I've done something wrong. But this can be used in a positive and negative context. It's very simple. It just means, can we have a chat? A quick chat, informal chat, a talk together. Used in a positive way, your boss might say, oh, can we have a quick chat, Charles? I've decided I want to give you a pay rise. In a negative way, oh, Charles, can we have a quick chat, please? Can you tell me what did you do wrong with your homework? Do you see? I love this one because it's kind of fun that you can use the same collocation both positively and negatively. But at a very simple level, it just means, can we have a quick talk together about something? I hope that you only hear this one in a positive context in the future. And the final collocation for today is one that is particularly important in the glorious city of Ho Chi Minh City, and one that you might use with your boss or your teacher on certain occasions when you're running a little bit late. The collocation is to be stuck in traffic. Now, as it very, very much sounds, this means that you are stuck in traffic on the roads. But it implies that the traffic is particularly heavy. To be stuck in something means that you just can't move at all. So this might be another way to express the heavy traffic, So if you're talking about some problems or anything you dislike about your hometown in IELTS, or again, in general conversation, you might say, well, to be honest, I'm not a big fan of the traffic jams. I feel like I spend most of my life stuck in traffic. That's a great one, and it's a little bit more niche, but I would encourage you to use that as well. Guys, I really want you to spend time studying collocations. It's a great sign of an advanced user of English and really allows you to show off your ability, both in IELTS and in day-to-day life. Let me know down below any collocations you might use on a daily basis. As always, guys, please hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.